Welcome to another Plan B RPG podcast. We are a tabletop role-playing gaming group. Our adventures spanned across the worlds of Dungeons & Dragons, Star Wars, Force and Destiny, Worlds in Peril, Call of Cthulhu, Dungeon World, Shadowrun, and many more. If you are interested in following us, please visit us at planbrpg.com. Also, find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Google+, to find other treasures we offer. Feel free to show your support by purchasing a Plan B RPG t-shirt on our site. With that all said, on with the adventure.
And it seems like launch codes. And as you look up into the sky where the signal is coming from, you see all these points of light suddenly appear throughout the sky.
Tel makes missiles. That would be awesome.
Problem solved itself. Who needs New York?
Give me an investigate roll.
By the way, I am shrieking your name as loud as can be. I don't know if you're wearing your earpiece.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, then I'm just trying to get your attention.
8.
Yes, they're missiles. And the targets are various food and medical centers across the states.
Alright, can I,
Motherfucker.
We just gave them a great idea, didn't we?
Yes.
can we fly to the top, or can I fly to the top of the,
That was not my
what's the
plan.
highest skyscraper?
They're pulling off.
Is it
How
the
do
one
you
that
like-
we just brought there? Or
Pretty much,
okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Good thing we brought it.
I'm gonna fly up there, see if I can interfere with the, I don't know, but wireless signal that he's sending out and see if I can...
Have them all run into each other.
I'm trying to deal with the missiles right now.
Have all the missiles run into each other.
Oh, well, yeah, that would have been I thought you meant like the cyborgs, but...
No.
So I can control them too. I'm gonna try and just get the... hack into the, signal that he's sending out. So,
Okay, give me a roll.
is that influence?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay, you are in.
Alright, can... Alright, what am I doing exactly? What, seize,
Now-
I guess that would be what? Seize control?
Mm-hmm. Now you can tap into the signal that was actually coming from deep space, connecting to the missiles themselves. You notice that there is that Faraday shield around them.
Oh,
Your signals
God.
can't get through to the missiles directly.
Alright.
He redirects them all to Harlem.
How many are there?
You'd estimate, doing a quick count, there's probably about 100 of them.
I go down to one of those bizarro things, and I'm like, I need you. They can fly, right?
Mhm.
They can jump. See the little points of stars? Wait, they're bizarro, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to screw this up.
So make sure you speak exactly like them. So, me not need you.
Yeah. I can't stand that you're... God, I'm gonna screw this up. Mentally, I can't do
Here
it.
it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes, ladies
He's
and
killing
gentlemen.
somebody he's not supposed to admit.
Alright.
Give them a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Take a second, compose your thoughts.
No pressure or anything.
Bright light, hate you. Stay far away from bright light. Right? That's close.
Hate you or love you?
Hate you. Yeah, hate you because they
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
go hug the bright light. And
Nice.
so
Nice.
that's that.
11.
11 plus 3, 14, and I just start telling them to run into the stars in that backwards fashion,
Run into the stars.
or run into the bright.
He was pointing at
I know.
Yeah.
It's up to see all these bizarros. Which would solve the problem, Zeus? Oh, we missed the missiles, but...
2 problems solved by 1.
So you see the creatures from the pod. They all look over at you for a second, and then they look up at the sky, and they all begin flying off. You see them disappear off into the horizon.
We'll find out if it works or not.
I hope they're not nukes.
Well, if it's up in
They
the
usually,
atmosphere.
yeah, they usually only arm right before impact, though.
Hey, if something wants to hug a missile, let it try.
I hope they don't just decelerate
And hug
the
it.
missile.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
just
thinking.
ride
too.
the thing.
And just ride it down.
We will have still solved one of our two problems.
No. Because now we have Bizarros walking around with nukes.
Oh, awesome! They all come back Hulk. Me and Bizarro, very calm.
You know, like see me calm. No, you like see me
You
calm.
love seeing
Yeah.
calm.
It's gonna be bad. All right. Seeing as I can't, is there any way I can kind of focus myself to try and get through to at least one of the missiles and try and see if I can get Galactiac's frequency to them?
Sure, see if you can modulate through the shields.
All right. Because I know I physically phased through them that one time, but I didn't actually try communicating with anything. All right. What's that? Influence, I guess.
Yes.
You.
6. Nope.
No. That shield is keeping you out.
I'm just gonna keep popping ones that are on the ground, or trying to. Or not.
So yeah, you swoop through and begin hurling fire around, I guess, and that catches the attention of the big one.
Yay!
And he leaps after you and grabs you under one arm, and he says, "Man, no on fire. Me not help."
Better way too complicated. For
Yeah,
me.
I always hated the way he talked.
Time to panic. Time to panic.
Well, he's right about that one.
Is it girl scream time?
Okay. No, not if you guys are in earshot.
I'm just saying, that was a lot of Russian curse words.
Well, I've actually been screaming for him for like the past 10 minutes.
Oh.
And as he makes the arc, as he leaps up and catches you, he says, "Me keep you safe," as he puts you in front of you as you're approaching the wall of a building.
Great.
Burn your way through it.
Gonna try.
Nova burst that thing.
So we'll call this one Defy Danger.
Now we're gonna call this Cinder smashed up against the building. Oh, why'd I have to think that? Now we can call him Cinder Block.
That'd be an interesting way to pick up some powers.
Oh, maybe. What's that off
I think I
of?
saw you sketching it out last
I
time.
don't even remember what I'm
So
rolling. I was
funny.
too busy making my
Oh,
sniper.
you're
he
rolling
does
in
that
Defy
type of monocle
Danger.
now?
Were you using it? You were using the blast, right?
Yeah, so it'd be smash.
Yeah.
So that's an 11.
Okay, yeah. As you're throwing towards the building, you fire a nice concentrated blast of fire, and the wall blows open, and you drift through the hole. And he comes screeching to a halt in the building. He still has you under his arm, and he's looking back at the hole like, "How did that happen?"
Nice. I will just try to do a blast to basically separate us.
Okay.
Or to change the location. And that would be a 9. So that will.
That's
Oh, wait.
2, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll take I'll just get us separated, and I guess I'll take some damage doing it. Because I mean, I'm centering it basically in between our bodies.
Okay, so yeah, you set it in between it, you blow yourselves apart, and you knock yourself through one of the interior walls there, and take a moderate condition of stun.
Finish up that sketch.
All right.
I'm gonna make later.
Yeah.
Like, were you bellowing at the top of your
Just
lungs?
like
Or
Jimmy
okay,
Roll?
well then I...
When I'm not telling people it's okay, Lord Gates has you. I'm trying to be nice to them and not instill panic, and because I got nothing against the American people. It's always the government.
That's right.
So the people, I'm the champion of the people. So I'm trying to be the actual guardsman here and make them feel safe so that there's not a panic. But yeah, every time that I'm not dealing with them, I'm screaming, Cinder! We need fire!
Whenever, after I'm done having those go up, I try to find him and shout, like...
He's really loud in this fucking ear.
Exactly.
Will you just talk
I'm
to
not
me?
wearing it.
Alright, well, your team needs you and is asking for you.
I'm going to him. Settle
Okay.
down.
I'm just
It's funny
saying.
because neither he's not wearing it and I don't know I am.
So I'm going to fly out of the building, trying to avoid that thing that had me under its arm. And
Bizarre let you escape. He lunges for you. Give me a defy danger roll.
It's supposed to be...
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was cool. Yeah, like a Godfather kind of thing. Yeah, I like that.
He's supposed to be
what's that
like
gonna
just a
mean
super
with
maneuver, I
maneuver?
guess?
So that's going to
Originally
be
did
a
Jabba
10.
the Hutt. and
Okay,
I
yeah.
recognized Leia.
He comes lunging for you. He goes crashing through another wall as you zip past him. Like
No, I'm going to go like in between the legs thing. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So you zip in between the legs. He just goes charging through. You hear in the background as he goes charging through several other walls and out the other side of the building. And then you see him on the other side looking around. Or actually, I should say,
Goddamn special. Yeah, special Jack.
and I will make a beeline for you.
Ah, it's good. Can you weld buildings in place? Top stories tenuous. Give people more time to evacuate. Give me opportunity to take out retarded enemy.
Play the trumpet.
Racist isn't that bad.
I don't know, these buildings are kind of collapsed. I'll do what I can.
The girder is exposed. I can make them more so if you need.
New York. These buildings are sort of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It just needs to hold long enough that people clear the area.
All right, so I'll fly up and try to like burn the beams together. Like
Okay.
if you can bend them closer.
There's like 4 of them, and the tops are like this. They're all on each other so that they. But as soon as one of them slips, they're all going down.
Right, but are the beams touching or just like the
No,
outer
it's the
walls?
tops.
touching?
It's the outers. Yeah, I can crack it open if you need.
I don't know that won't just collapse them.
Yeah, not really sure.
Yeah.
Set it on fire. It's always the answer.
That helps people get out of things faster.
Well, if I just burn the top.
It'll go down slowly.
Yeah.
Burning an ant farm.
Yeah, I'll try to see if there's any beams or anything where I can, or if need be, I'll try to get hot enough that I can fuse the stone.
okay. Yes, there's a couple of beams that are close enough that you could probably, if the two of you work together, he could probably bend them close together for you, and then you can weld them together.
So what is that going to be? Is that a protect? Actually, I don't think so.
Use environment?
Use environment. You don't even have to
Yeah.
roll for that.
Oh, man.
It'll break quickly. Use it while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can buy yourself a little bit of time by fusing things together, but the shifting and the reconstruction and the superheating,
It's not like I'm trying to make a permanent New York landmark.
right? It will eventually fall in one big mass to the streets. So.
All right. While he's doing that, can I
Tell them to stand under the...
No, as many as
I guess I
can
gotta
tell,
I gotta
go-
try and access the.
Have a
Well,
missile.
after
again.
if we clear them.
Can I try and do that again?
Yeah, go for it.
10.
Okay, you're able to figure out the frequency that the shields operate on, and get through.
Okay. Can I now have them? Where the hell should I send them?
To the dark
To the dark side of the moon. Like, normally that's a joking answer, but that sounds like an amazing answer.
Yeah,
They
but
can't reach.
Well, they won't reach.
reach.
Yeah.
That's
The,
the thing.
rockets will stop working once they break
once they
atmosphere.
break, yeah.
And they might not even be able to reach escape velocity.
No, they can't.
Um,
That's why when I did it in your game, I was like, wait, no one's gonna say, Mr. President, that's not gonna work.
Have them target the closest missile.
Oh, that's kind of cool. They all just kind of come together.
All right. Yeah, I'll have them find a fixed point.
There's a whole bunch of people jumping towards them.
Perfect, actually. Like they all just kind of come together in one big boom.
Yeah, I'll have it find a fixed point and we'll just
There's a whole bunch of them like.
Try and relocate as many as you can. Okay, give me a roll.
so. What's that influence?
Shooting
thing?
star hate me.
What's that? 8.
Okay, then yeah, you start redirecting the missiles, and you detect that there are things flying towards those missiles as well.
I'm fine with that.
Now give me a defy danger roll.
What's that maneuver?
Well, in this case, sure, I'll tell you what's happening. You're atop the tower, taking control, and all of a sudden, through one of these buildings, 3 lasers appear and begin cutting through the building and heading your way. And you hear from down below you, "Me no see you, shiny man."
You don't see you either.
Alright.
I know what I want to do to that.
Yeah, I guess
tower.
that's maneuver, so.
I want to weld that faceplate shut.
9. So
Huh?
I'll disassemble away from the beam.
Okay. It's not going in a nice smooth arc. It's kind of going like this. So you disassemble and avoid the beam, and the beam dips down and cuts the top part of the tower off, and the tower begins to fall.
Dan, did you just set us up for the final fight of chocolate?
Yes.
Chocolate?
It is an offensive martial arts movie.
Oh, one of the most insanely
That's,
offensive movies I've ever seen.
The autistic girl who watches kung fu movies.
Right.
My
She-
dad loves that movie.
She has tremors and stuff, so she has a very unique style. And so after beating the shit out of people for I don't know, what feels like 2 hours, they finally find someone who can best her, who also has like a club foot.
And kicks and twitches.
So he's retarded in the same way she is, and they have a big martial arts twitch fight.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding. It's really bad and offensive in a lot of ways.
It's really kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that he just takes out the top of the tower.
Yes.
Okay. I can fly, so it doesn't matter to me. But
I go down, and if there's people around not using my power, I tell them I'm trying to grab as many people and fly them out of the area and tell
They
other
should
people
be
to.
relatively united and organized at this point.
Yes, they are. They're actually doing a surprisingly good job of evacuating.
There
You're
you
pretty
go.
impressed.
So, men, damn it.
The ones that were noticing me, did any of them happen to jump off and to hug the missiles?
They did, yes.
Alright, so I'm just going to run for the tower.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on. But that seems to be where things are centered.
Yeah. You do see the top of the tower get blown off. And then bursting through the building comes the Bizarro heading your way.
no desire to deal with it.
Is it
All
the
right, you know what?
bizarre?
I'm
or is
going
it-
after this guy because this evacuation is pretty much underway, right? Like
Yeah.
people are no longer falling out the
What?
windows on a regular basis. It's
Right, yeah. It was just the initial impact that a lot of people got dumped out of the windows. You managed to save them. Now they're kind of, they're organizing ways to climb down into the structure instead of the building, and people are finding direct routes out of the area, so it's fine.
What is he called in this universe? It was like the other one was called a super soldier,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So what is he? Just like a
Just special soldier.
Yeah.
He's Bizarre Lock.
bizarre lock?
Yeah. Since you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Deathlock.
Oh, okay.
I like that show.
Is that what
I
he's
like it too.
combined
It gets
with?
a lot of bad press, but actually the last season was kind of but I still like it.
I watched season 1, wasn't interested enough at the time to come back for season 2.
I really liked season 1, especially halfway through where they pulled a big reveal.
That I liked, yeah.
Season 2 was really good. Season 3 was that's as far as Netflix has, but yeah, it's decent.
Because it kind of seemed like in trying to keep pace with the movies, it felt like it lost focus a lot of times.
And really, it's surprising that's as good as it is, given how little that they're allowed to do, but
Right.
how much that they have to do also. So yeah,
Yeah.
but the characters are solid. Thank you, comrade. I need to kill that.
Have at it.
You have here?
Yeah,
I'll be back.
I hope so.
So he's going after him?
Yeah.
I'm going to do to him what he did to me, which is I'm going to T-bone him from a blind side.
All right, go for it.
And then I can't decide if I want to rip that faceplate off his face or if I want to weld the damn thing shut.
Oh, I don't know what's underneath it, so.
Probably something gross.
Yeah.
7. So, how about we force a change
That
of
was
location?
weird.
I want to, well,
It's just bizarre.
I'm only going to choose. So you're going to pick where we wind up, and I'm going to take no harm.
All right. So he's coming up at the where the top of the tower was, and you T-bone him to intercept, and you go careening through some of the other buildings in the city there.
And while we go, I say, English is second language for me, and I speak it better than you. This is bad.
You know I'm worse at English than me.
Pounding it into
You said
something.
there was a comic book like focused on Bizarro?
There was a Batman Superman title that Batman and Superman supposedly died in this gigantic explosion when Captain Adam's suit got punctured.
Okay.
And so Bizarro and Bizarre Bat came over to kind of fill in for them, and it was an entire issue of them fucking talking, and I never read another. I hated that.
I think that's where I dropped that title as well.
Yeah.
But Bizarro pops up in Superman comics from time to time.
When the fuck
More-
did they make a Bizarre Bat?
There's a whole Bizarro world.
I
Yeah.
know that they made a whole Justice
Yeah,
League, but
it's
I've
a cube
never-
instead of being round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like the animated series where they made it a clone.
That was the
That-
original Bizarro, actually. It was Lex Luthor tried to get. He took cellular photography of Batman of Superman's structure, and then tried to recreate it, and it crystallized. So, and that's where it came off as, you know, he was jagged and everything, but he didn't speak backwards. He just actually didn't speak much at all.
Okay.
And he was more brittle than Superman because he was crystalline. So when the two of them eventually rammed each other, he burst into powder.
The Superman the animated series had a pretty good origin for Bizarro.
Looks like at this point.
They had an episode
Yeah.
where Lex finally discovered kryptonite, and it was Superman's weakness. So he had the rock sent to a museum, like on display with rare meteorites, and staged a crime there. So that Superman went to stop the crime, got
I remember
exposed to the kryptonite, and then Lex had replaced the T-Rex with a robot to kill him. He said in a later episode when they did Bizarro that in that fight, Superman actually bled when the T-Rex hit him, so he took that blood sample and tried to produce a clone.
But it
from-
was kryptonite damage.
But it was kryptonite damage, it was imperfect, and it grew into Bizarro. And I thought that was a pretty cool...
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
They were
whole
smart.
animated series was actually pretty good.
Yeah, they were very smart about that.
And the Justice League one they did was really good
Yeah,
too.
that was good too.
Yeah.
I liked Martian Manhunter's backstory and how they kind of brought him onto it.
Yeah.
So
Although they had the best Superman moment in the Justice League where he's fighting Darkseid.
when he
And-
beats the crap out
And he
of
talks
him.
about living in a world of cardboard.
Cardboard,
Yeah.
I have to
But you
restrain
can
myself.
take it, big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I finally get to cut loose on you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the
That's
first
what-
time
yeah, that's
Superman
when-
was scary.
Well, that's
Yeah.
when Darkseid came back after him and Brainiac had both died, supposedly. So
Yes.
And Brainiac was hanging out inside Luthor.
that was
Well,
cool. I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
that
was really cool.
spanned. That actually
That was like
went-
2 seasons of...
Yeah.
That spanned from Justice League Unlimited all the way back to because
Up through Justice League International, I think it was.
yeah, but back to the Superman.
Yeah, back to...
Because that's when Brainiac implanted himself into Lex.
Right, when he had Lex trapped in the tower, it was a Superman
remake,
episode, and they
rebuild,
referenced
yeah,
it, yeah.
And then I think they even expanded. I know they didn't keep the Static Shock series going too long, but they expanded him to that as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Brainiac had jumped across a couple of different seasons of that. So
Sorry, I have one question. What's up with the giant metal or stone?
With the number 1 on it, that's just what he thinks he should wear as his symbol because he's like Superman.
Okay. Just wanted to understand that.
He's number 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always
He's the
the
best.
the backwards S and everything.
Yeah.
I hated Bizarro. He's one of the weirdest characters, I think.
The version where he talks is.
Although I will say this, they did fairly recently. They did a mini series that was strictly for comedy. It wasn't supposed to be anything serious with Bizarro, where Bizarro is in Metropolis, and they're trying to figure out how to get him to leave. So Jimmy Olsen decides to take him on a road trip to Bizarro America, which is Canada.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it was cute. It was entertaining. But yeah, typically he shows up to annoy Superman.
So where are we currently at?
So he just tackled Gvardiets, and they're colliding through. Or Gvardiets hit him, and they're colliding through a couple of buildings now. And some of the robots that you commanded are still
Jumping up.
jumping up through space.
Can I sense what how many of the missiles I was actually able to reroute? Is it like half, a quarter?
You got about 75% of them,
Okay. I'm gonna try and reach out again and see if I can get the other 25.
and a few of them have now impacted as
Okay,
well.
they have. Okay.
Do any of them
Like
have
what
little
kind of
dudes?
detonations do they look like?
They look nuclear.
Yay!
When you say patch, do you mean in the sky?
Yes.
No, like they've hit targets on the
Oh,
ground.
they actually hit targets on the ground.
Mhm.
I was.
A couple of them got through.
All right. Well, which ones haven't
We
gotten
need
through?
to now evacuate this whole city where everyone's going to die of radiation poisoning.
I can tell everybody to get out. Leave their kittens.
New York's actually very. I can't talk to anybody. I don't know this. So, never mind.
I'm gonna try and control the last few that I don't have control, so they just
Okay.
interact with each other.
Go for it.
7.
Okay, you can get through to them. Give me a defy danger roll to see if you can take control in time to divert them.
8.
Okay, yeah, you can. You grab them before they, are going to impact the targets.
Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure that they're at almost to the end of the atmosphere when they're impacting each other, so it's
Okay,
far enough away.
yes, you redirect them, and you see a bunch of those things colliding with them as well and exploding.
We make a very interesting team.
I don't have Mjolnir, but I still have Zeus's lightning, so I'm gonna just hurl a bolt right into that fucking faceplate.
All right, go for it.
8.
All right.
I'm gonna do a moderate
I
of
do very
blinded
little fighting.
and not take.
You do very little
No, I'm
fighting?
going to take a.
I do
a
very little
minor,
fighting.
Yeah, you minor or blinded and not take any damage.
Okay. But yeah, it strikes him right in the
characters are very
right in the faceplate there,
influential.
and he. Me can see. Me can see.
Awesome. Boom. 9. I'll just do a moderate.
What are you doing to him?
I'm gonna concuss him.
Okay, just smack him upside the head.
Uh huh.
So if there's any more,
Was that a take no harm in the doing as well? Or?
Nope.
Okay, so he's flailing wildly because he can't see, and as you hit him in the side of the head, he comes back around like this and smacks you back through the building that you just flew through. So we'll say take a moderate stunned
Okay.
as he clobbers you pretty good. He's not quite as strong as you remember Super Soldier being, but he's up there.
Okay.
And now he's trying to figure out where he is, and he's flying in this zigzag pattern going through various buildings, and it's raining debris down on the people who are trying to evacuate.
Uniformly.
No.
No, the people.
Oh, yes.
If they're very...
Yes, they're very well organized.
All right,
And
we're leaving the city. We're going. Yeah, that's 13. I'm going to change location to some totally vacant area of Maine and take them back.
You could have taken him to Trenton.
that's true, there's nothing there.
That's actually, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, that was not a joke.
It's the big glass crater that is Trenton. We're going there. There's nobody there to get hurt, and I'm not getting hurt in the process.
All right, very good. Then and off he goes.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
We're riding that the whole way. I'm gonna we're gonna deepen that impact crater.
All right.
Are there any of the ones that haven't jumped up yet that are like close together?
Yeah.
Say like a 30-foot radius?
Sure.
I'm going to spin around and create a flaming vortex around them.
Okay.
Basically just trying to corral them. I don't know what that would be. Seize control? Not really.
Push just never seems to go our way.
No.
Well, I guess that could be seize control. You're putting them at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or it could also be takedown, and that rather than forcing a change of location, you're forcing them to stay in a location. Whichever.
I guess it would be more takedown. I guess. We'll see how this comes out.
All right. Have you ever created a flame vortex before?
Once.
All right.
And not this time. It's still once.
Or you could use control. It just means that something doesn't go right.
Yeah, like I spread the fire to the rest of the city.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could set the city on fire.
Yeah. Because as you fly around, you don't quite maintain the consistency to get a good solid ring. So it in essence creates kind of a flaming tornado.
Well, that was kind of what I was going for, so...
That just begins winding its way through the streets.
Whoops!
Has New York burned down before?
Give it a minute. It'll hit a ruptured gas line any minute.
London burned down.
Oh, it was.
If he had rolled a 6 or below, you're right.
So if there's any more of the bizarre things, I'm shouting at them all to say, their treasure is not at the bottom of the bay. It's not there.
All right.
So I'm just trying to drown them at this point. Oh,
Give me an investigation roll real quick.
oh, is the treasure underneath the bottom? Oops!
You made them rich.
Thank you. Now they're glamorous. So
They found all your pennies.
that was
We find weapons.
that was a 10, but for investigation.
Yes.
I mean, I just made it up on the top of my head. So, investigation, that's 7, 8.
From what you remember of Super Soldier, he could go into the depths of the ocean or into space without having to breathe.
Well, now they're all in the bay, away from people.
Okay.
Digging.
Digging.
Yeah, digging.
Yeah. Freeze the lake. Oh, you can't freeze.
Power
Power of all
Told you to do it.
elements.
Now you gotta make people freeze to death.
Did you see the last unicorn?
Well,
It burned so hot. Oh no, it's so cold it burned. So
Right.
there you go. It's out.
I could technically, I guess, try to suck all the heat out of the ocean, which would kill me.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. Well, no, it's more flame, so I guess not. Yeah.
Push.
Or,
Or
there you
you
go.
could do like the old Super Friends and light the ocean on fire.
That's right.
It was such a stupid show.
I liked when they flooded the city. I liked when the city was on fire, so they flooded it to put out
That
the
was
fire.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the flames up here.
All the flames were up here, and everything else was flooded down here, so there was no place for the people to go. They
So
either
he-
burn or drown.
He drowned all the people who were leaving the high buildings, yeah.
Right.
But he didn't actually put out any of the fire.
Right.
Proving once again, Aquaman really is useless.
Yes. Aquaman does in fact suck. So yeah, they fly off into the bay, and
They're gonna just
So
stay there
we-
for a while.
yeah.
So we've
That's fine.
nuked, set on fire, and released an alien invasion in New York.
Can I fly up to where he is at?
I haven't done
And
shit.
with
This is
Bizarro.
all on you.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm just trying to find
latch
somebody
on
to fight, and
to
everything's just flying away
Bizarro
from me.
and deactivate his laser.
Oh, really? Because I was actually just gonna stand above him like this and begin pelting him with lightning, and I got a 10 on that. So
Okay.
I would like to do a moderate.
Did you fly to Trenton?
I was going to.
I'll do a moderate condition of, let's say, blinded. I'm gonna burn out his eyes
All right.
with a shot to the face. And then every time he starts getting up, yet, boom, boom. I'm not letting him up, and I'm so tired of this guy. I'm not even going to engage him unless I don't have Mjolnir feels weird.
This doesn't seem right to me.
I have neither my spear nor my hammer. It's strange.
Oh, you don't have the spear either?
He didn't take it, so.
You were like, get here right now.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
So yes, you slam him with the lightning, and then hit him with a couple more bolts, and he actually is still getting to his feet.
I expected, so I still want to just keep wearing at him for a while.
And you took did you do take no harm?
Yes.
Okay. And
Boil the bay.
yeah.
Why are you asking him to boil the bay?
I can't do anything. I'm on foot. I was like, everything that I could fight has been taken away from me. I don't know what this is.
You know what you could do though is like if any of those impact sites were nearby, you could probably drain out all the radiation.
If any impact sites were nearby, we would be.
I don't know. We were ground zero last time there was a nuke.
Yeah.
And he
We're
had
superheroes.
And he had no shielding of any kind.
No, he had all the shielding. Remember? Save me!
People.
We're not radiation.
I know.
proof. So he was fine. So like,
So all right? Is there any craters nearby? Has there been any nuclear detonation in my general vicinity?
they're small books.
It's a backpack.
Well, let's see. There is some residual radiation drifting this way that you can bleed off from one of the impact sites.
Okay. Let's do that. This would actually be a push. I don't think yeah, because I didn't make the. I got a 7 to 9 last time. I didn't.
Oh,
I
so you
couldn't.
did it, but you didn't get to add it to your
Yeah,
profile.
it
Right.
wasn't something I had never absorbed nuclear or an explosion before. So
But you looked awesome when you were done.
We thought you turned into like a baby, like the Jesus baby that they,
Yeah,
they
you were
paint.
saying like you get younger, you know, the more you absorb. So by the time that you were done with a nuclear detonation, with this little baby hanging out
This
with
perfect little baby.
Yeah.
Didn't you have to drain it off though, and you end up destroying Trenton?
I blew up Trenton.
Yeah.
But
He's like, we're not there yet in the story. We're still on the making bad
this
decisions.
is
train.
not so much like absorbing an explosion; it's absorbing the fallout.
He's whiffing. Swifting.
Wafting.
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 Swifting.
He's swiffering.
Ooh.
Hey, 11.
He really is
you get to add that to
swiffering.
your profile.
All right. So that would probably
Push
be
on you can do it and add to your powers profile. It's not there already.
Yep.
So we're gonna say. I'm gonna put difficult.
I think that's like the first time push worked out for somebody.
No, I got pushed.
No,
Oh,
because
that's right.
I pushed
he,
Lord
Lord
Batman
Batman
for a group like
What's
the
that?
training
Lord
stuff.
Batman. Well, in this game, but Lord Batman pushed. Remember, he took the.
I took somebody with
took
me.
the broom.
And yeah.
I thought you got hurt by that though.
When I banished the room, I did. But the first time I tried to take with me, I tried to take that woman away from Zaz. I succeeded, and I could then take people with me when I teleported.
Oh, that's right.
So the very first time I did roll high enough that I could add it to my profile.
If I start to see my little flame tornado going wildly out of control,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to absorb it.
Observe it? Okay. Yeah, you should probably observe it.
I watched it for a minute. I should probably do something about that.
This has gone on just long enough.
What is that gonna be? Yeah.
Mantic, you said you have our signal.
Actually, there is
Yes.
something there you can fight because he
Never
tried
got
to wrap
What?
a group of them in
Yeah.
the
Why not?
vortex.
I didn't get
There's
it
a
yet.
group
You
of
never
them
gave me
there.
the thing. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know
said
What
what-
would that be? Serve and protect?
I was going to. I was joking what I was
Well,
gonna
like,
do
what would-
once I get the little like
Does
imprint.
not take that. I guess seize
But
control.
Once
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait until later. Because,
I might need your help.
oh God, that's never a good sound coming
No,
from
no,
you.
So since you're trying to
I want us to work as a team.
keep it from burning the people in the streets and the buildings and
I'm
everything,
still
we'll
technically
say
there, and I don't
seize
really have
control
anything to do
with your
right
protect
now,
stat.
Okay, so that's a 9. So I guess I just get this absorb it.
Yeah, so you can absorb it.
Whoops. Whoops.
Now boil the bay.
Why am I boiling the bay?
Because there's a whole bunch of bad guys on the bottom.
You realize I was shooting them in the face with pure flame, and that wasn't really doing anything?
We can cook them like lobsters.
So now
Find
it'll
out
just be
Justin's a
red.
secret cannibal.
You see a bunch of them coming back out of the bay, and they're all holding like driftwood, and rocks, something like that.
Old shoe.
Right, like an old shoe, some cans, some medical waste. Treasure!
Jimmy Hoffa's body.
So that's where it is.
Put it in the dump.
No, put it in the dump.
We're gonna
Shit. Yeah, this is great.
So yeah, so there are the two groups there that are there to deal with again.
That's an 11 to can I ignite one of his chemicals with the hoses and stuff?
Sure.
He's on fire
All right.
with another lightning strike.
Me like.
Are you taking no harm in the doing?
Correct.
All right.
So on a 10,
I've tried.
I'm just going to release a blast of the energy I just absorbed onto all of the things all the ones that are coming back out of the bay.
Okay. So choose your 3.
So what did they pull up from the bay?
Driftwood
Bunch of
and old
trash.
I was gonna
shoes,
say,
tin
bunch of
cans,
literal
bodies.
Junk.
We can have them clean up the bag.
I think they're doing that.
Just reduce the size of the mob. That's one, right?
You have to
Mhm.
keep commanding
So,
them or they go
Reduce the
off.
size of the mob to drop some, and
Okay.
then impose a moderate
What were you
condition
thinking that
on
you
the
would
rest.
help
Will say that they're
I was going to say,
radiation sickness.
with the
Okay,
current,
sure.
our current problem, my normal gun is not gun enough. I
Do
was
you want
wondering-
him to be Megatron?
No. I don't know.
No, no,
Is Megatron bad?
no. Mega,
You don't know who
he used to
Megatron
turn
is?
into a dumb gun back in the day.
Yeah. The Transformer Megatron.
You didn't watch the Transformers? That's
I have a
80s,
weird.
Yeah, you liked 80s.
Yeah, it was robots though.
Yes, he was a gun that was about yay big.
But they
It
could
turned
turn
into a giant robot.
with
Yeah.
a huge arm cannon.
With a
Yes.
huge arm cannon. That was a lot more effective than the pistol he became.
I
Yes.
never understood that even as
The
a
arm
kid.
cannon
Yeah.
was the scope on the gun
Yeah.
that he became.
That
so
somehow
that
became so large.
his second in command that he absolutely hated could shoot
Right.
ineffective laser blasts. out.
Despite the fact that his second in command had 2 lasers mounted on his arms.
Yeah.
And missiles.
And missiles, yeah.
I was wondering if you could help me change this to be more effective in our current fighting.
Well, that was really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why did my ice machine suddenly spit ice?
That is.
I mean,
That's bizarre.
that's for a conversation when we get back to
That's
base.
a little bit more
You want to do that right now?
No, yeah, he's like, what you have in idea?
I thought you
And I
had
was
like an idea of like what you.
I'm
wanted to
thinking
do.
after this fight, you might help me re-engineer this to give it more punch. Are you fucking kidding me? There's 50 guys coming out of the bay right now. Yeah. We can table this for now.
Well, not now. Duh.
That's what I was.
So can you control flame as well as project it? Can you intensify it?
I've never tried to.
That sounds like a push.
Because this guy is currently mainlining fire into his veins. I set Bizarro on fire through his chemical hoses. So,
I mean, I have.
if you could super fuel that, that would be awesome and cook him from the inside. I'll have to race back and get you, but
Why? I can fly.
yeah, but you don't know what's going on, and we can't.
And I don't. Well, I don't know where you're at either.
And we can't talk.
Right.
There's nobody brought their communicators.
No, he did.
But I don't know I'm wearing
He
it.
doesn't know he's wearing it. Justin has one. You still have yours.
Yeah,
right?
mine's like inside my head.
He can hear us all.
Not all of us.
I can't, and he can't. So
3 of the 5 team members can hear us.
Natalie, give me a defy danger roll. Since Bizarrock is now on fire and being rained with lightning, he begins to spin at super speeds in an attempt to put himself out, and it kicks up all sorts of debris and stuff from the wreckage of Trenton.
I would like to call a storm that goes counter that rotation.
Okay, go for it.
Just yank all the debris out of the air.
And this is how we make a hole. Straight down to China.
9.
And even if you did say come to Trenton, I'd be like, why? We've got a crater.
Our team doesn't really like to work as a team.
I'm trying here.
Says
I
the
know.
guy who says self-preservation is good.
He leads off with self-preservation.
But he didn't announce it in character, at least.
Exactly.
I don't know his.
I am genuinely trying to be a team player.
Unless
But you're like, I don't feel like it. I don't know. Mm-mm.
But when has I have said that, yes, but when has my character ever done that?
A couple seconds ago, you're like, why would I go to Trenton?
That's what him out of character.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
what he just said.
So, you'll be able to counteract his spinning, but that means he's now free from being pinned down by the lightning, and he'll be on you.
Okay. We'll deal with that.
Alright.
I know he'll be coming, and
So that's what he does.
all right, great. Then
He charges right at you.
I'm gonna.
I could have. Thank you.
No. 4, 6. Fail.
Okay.
Can I fly off to wherever he's at and become involved?
Yeah, go for it.
All I'm trying to do is just fly out and blast him, I guess.
So he collides with you, and he's got one hand kind of up on the side of your face, and the other hand kind of on your bicep there, and he is just going straight up with you.
We'll learn if you can breathe outside of Earth.
Can
Yeah, I'm gonna guess not.
And it's starting to get hot.
Ooh, he's going fast enough to. Yikes.
Yeah. I'm gonna. This isn't on my profile, but whatever. Not that I need a special power for this, but I'm gonna pull a move out of the Samson book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tear his jaw off and kill him with it.
Weirdly enough, that came up today.
Samson
Yes,
killing
it did.
100 Philistines with the jawbone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my wife were just casually talking about it.
You're just doing that because you don't want to hear him talk anymore.
I really don't. You know, I figure at the very least we can get Badash, you know, where he's got to tie it back on and he keeps slipping every so often. God damn it.
Or he could just rip out his tongue and like throw it into the ocean.
Right now I can't seem to do anything.
He actually, as you're reaching for his jaw, he bites you.
Asshole.
and breaks your fingers. Take a moderate condition.
Fingers.
So basically,
Well, we'll use the other hand then. Nine,
still going, by the way.
9.
See, that was your problem. You're left-handed this whole time.
Yeah. So, you know what? We'll do a critical. I really do want to tear his jaw off.
Okay. And yeah, you grab and wrench and snap, and of course it alters your trajectory. So you were going straight up, and now you slam directly back into the ground again. So take another moderate condition as you're slammed.
Okay.
But you have his jaw.
Oh, good. I'm going to use that as a weapon. In my good hand.
See?
Eh?
So that's an 11.
Okay. Pick your...
I'm going to do a moderate of cut and bleeding. I just want to slash him with those super teeth.
Yeah, that's right. Because you know it'll be strong enough to hurt him. It's
That's right. So, yeah, just cut him in the throat.
That's your Mr. Incredible moment.
Yes.
The only thing strong enough to hurt it is itself.
The ones that are coming up out of the bay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go up to. It's a mob, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try to do the takedown by telling them they need to keep breathing. Right? That's backwards.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's 6, 7, 8. So I choose 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reduce the size of the mob by 1. Take no harm.
Okay. Yeah, they all just start going
That's what we need.
and collapsing. You arrive seeing him being slammed into the ground and beating the thing with its own jaw.
Can I do an investigate and see if I can access any kind of internet information on the super soldier and potentially what Bizarro was, and see if there was is there any kind of radiation that he's vulnerable to?
Nice.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
7.
I'd get rid of that copper die.
Well, it actually rolls pretty well. So.
You were rolling.
7.
You're like 6
Okay,
ones.
yeah.
Six
They all roll
ones.
pretty well sometimes.
What?
In pouring back through research and digging back through the files, he was vulnerable to kryptonite. It could affect him with his powers. So it would stand to reason that if these things were cloned from him or from the same formula, they might be able to be affected by the same kind of radiation.
Okay. Can I try altering my... This might be a push, but altering my blast so it mimics the radiation of kryptonite?
Sure, we'll make it a push since you've never tried to alter your blast before.
Alright. Is that adding anything, or is that just a straight roll?
Straight roll.
Nope.
Good old copper die.
That was a fail on both dice.
Yeah, I know.
You fire a soothing, healing ray. It feels like a gentle massage.
You coat him in aloe.
Yeah, you attempt to modulate your frequency, but it's a lot more difficult since you don't have a sample of kryptonite to take an actual reading from, and you fire off a blast that essentially just ricochets off of him.
Hits me back in the face.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to attack one of the ones coming out of the bay. What should I be going? Boil the bay!
See, now it's a good idea.
I'm just going to do like a concentrated blast and see if I can damage him at all, or apparently damage him. See if I have any effect on him at all. Nope! I knew that before they stopped spinning. Actually, no. Yeah, well, that is
It's smash.
a 6, which is a no.
No. You're going to have to push yourself to get hotter. Theoretically, it's possible,
Yeah.
but you're going to have to hit like sun temperatures or that type of
Yeah, like plasma.
right.
Which is
So something to think about before pushing.
Hey, if you're going sun, you could also do like EMP blast his hip, not them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're cyborgs.
Yeah.
Well, he can do a supernova kind of blast
Yeah,
as
you
well.
could burn them and fry
Yeah,
their circuitry at the
that
same
like a
time.
Nova Blast is in my possible but never ever.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
a swarm of Bizarros might be a good time.
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I incinerate myself.
And the city.
But you'll be a
Try and
superhero.
supernova?
Huh?
Yeah, it's a supernova style blast, right?
Well,
Yeah.
if he annihilates the city, he might be a super
I brace
villain.
myself.
Hey, this might
You
be
go like this.
I'm getting hungry.
this might
I'm
be
getting
really
hungry.
good for you.
I put on a bib, it's like a big giant atom.
I already
symbol.
figured I would be walking around a lot going, come on, get some energy.
All right. Here's a snack.
Take to throw off the robes, get the banana hammock ready. You've been rocking that thing in about 5 seconds.
I haven't put my armor on yet, so I'm pretty much walking around naked.
Just a robe and a big old headdress.
That means that when the time comes, he's all ready to get that picture to send when he hears someone's getting married.
That's right.
I imagine.
I don't know what phones are, and I barely know have any concept of marriage.
That would be, it's a straight roll, right? 10.
Yep.
Nice.
Actually, since you already have it on your power profile, it would be a smash roll.
Oh, well then that would be an 11.
All right. Then yes, choose your 3. Or do you have to push to use possible?
I think
Yeah.
it's on there. So I don't think you have to push. Push is to add something to your profile.
Right.
Okay.
So it might be pushing in terms of the fiction,
Right.
but no, I don't think you have to roll to do it.
That's what I thought. So, yeah.
So at this point, I guess we've moved down to borderline.
Yeah.
Because you've now done it.
Okay. And I will sear one of the, I guess he's taking a critical. I will try to blast him into the ground with the heat and just basically hit him, push him down, and basically the asphalt he's on encases him.
Nice.
Or I just kill him, whichever's
Yeah.
easier.
Just burn him to asphalt.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going supernova, would that be a big explosion type
I was
thing, or
thinking
you
more like a
focus fire?
like a plasma projection kind of.
Okay, then yeah,
The
you
globe of energy in the hand thing.
right. So yeah, that's exactly what happens, and there is no sign of movement from underneath there.
I teleported him.
Now you have 2 to deal with. What the heck?
Because you actually see the beam start to pierce him before he gets buried. So.
And I'm gonna try and drain the crowd. Absorb their energy so that they're weakened.
There's that Bukaki again.
I said drain, not suck.
And bukkake, there's no sucking. You receive.
Yeah.
I still never told you what it is.
Nope.
Have you formed a guess yet?
I don't want to know.
Do Google image search.
No,
I
you
do
don't
not,
do
I
it.
do, I
Just
do
don't
nothing.
share it.
All right.
Can I borrow your phone for a moment?
You definitely want to do that incognito.
Yeah.
Go into
Yeah.
private mode.
Not that Google's not definitely recording everything you do in incognito mode, typically.
Right, but still. So yes, you try to reach out to drain them, and you can't siphon the power off of them.
When you said the crowd, I thought you meant like the civilians.
Here's what I was gonna do. Before Bizarro hit the helicopter, I was gonna jump out and drain the pilot. They're like, no, we need to go.
We can still use the helicopter after the fact.
No, it's destroyed.
No. It's now destroyed, but this was.
I don't care.
It's still
It's like
an
I need-
asset we have.
Well, the other, I could have drained the helicopter too. Either way, it was gonna crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilot's gonna die anyway, so might as well do some.
Yeah, and that pilot's dead. Yeah.
He could potentially drain every one of us.
Why do you think I keep giving him a candy bar? Here you go.
I gave him a hat. He said it looked ugly, but it's.
So yes, you were beating Bizarrock with his jawbone.
I just love that there's some British lady who's like, this is going to be beautiful. And I was like, oh, let's tear it out.
Let's. 6. I failed.
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna see what the dice said, so I think at this point I'm just swimming with the jawbone and not being effective.
Okay. Yeah, you take another swipe at him, and in his weird, clumsy awkwardness, he avoids the swing and kind of collapses on top of you. So as a minor condition,
Sorry.
you're pinned beneath him.
Really sorry.
Can I try again with the radiation thing again?
Yes, go for it.
In my ear, I'm like, I'm sorry. I knew your name a couple seconds ago. Guardian. What?
10. All right. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Then,
where are you guys?
You can add it to your.
Where do I put that if it's never been on here?
How
Why am I hearing more voice?
how easy or difficult is it for you
Your
to
hat.
change your frequencies?
The frequency
Uh,
was difficult.
I don't know where.
Then we'll
we
say
are
this
right
would
now.
be difficult too.
I have large retard on top of me.
All right. So I am gonna shoot.
And now
him.
he's got both hands on his head, and you feel the fingers kind of heading towards your eyes.
I blast
Be
him.
back later.
Get off me!
Can I move him with my blast?
Yes. So what do you? Pick your 3.
All right. Force change of the location.
Damn, man, I had a shit.
I'll just give him a condition and then take no harm.
Okay. So yeah, he is blasted off of you.
Thank you very much.
Now, does that weaken him because it is a kryptonite?
Yes, it does.
Ooh, you can change energy sources now?
That's what I just learned. Yeah.
He
I'm gonna
is.
definitely need you later.
And you notice after you hit him with that blast that he's moving slower, and you can see like a big scorch mark on his side.
Gotcha.
So there's definite tissue damage from that.
What would you need me?
So he's off me?
Yes, he's off.
Actually, he wants you
It's,
to
it's
turn
not
his.
not important right now.
Alright, he
8.
wants you to turn his gun into a kryptonite laser beam.
Moderate condition.
It doesn't have to be cool. I guess that would make more most sense.
I'm gonna say his nervous system is overstimulated. So give him more lightning.
Okay.
Or singed nerves. How's that?
Oh, there you go. But yeah, you blast him with another bolt, and it seems to hit him harder than it was before because he's been weakened by this blast that your friend hit him with. I'm using friend in a brawl. As in, he's not trying to kill you currently. When he finds out you're Russian, we'll see.
Actually, Russians are very racist, I find out.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Well, great.
Okay.
Hit him again.
All right, go for it.
Down. Yeah.
You okay?
I would like to. I want to scorch his organic tissue through the through electrocuting him through the cybernetic implants.
All right.
Let's say, can I call it cybernetic burnout?
Yeah.
And take no harm.
Okay. The remaining robots, since you tried to drain them, a few of them start heading your way. And the ones that you tried to burn in the vortex are now flying after you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying it. Now that I'm like, cool!
Yeah.
Just gonna keep throwing plasma bolts at him.
Alright, give me a roll.
That would be an 11. On one.
Alright, choose your 3.
I'll just kill another one.
Okay, yep.
But I'm assuming something. I'm taking harm though.
Alright, so they, you blast one through, and the other ones slam into you. So take a moderate condition as they slam you into a building. And the ones closing on you?
Slash at one of them with my make an energy. Actually, no. We'll make an Egyptian style like long axe
Okay.
with like one of the fan blades at the top,
Nice.
and just swing a couple of them. 8.
8, alright, choose your 2.
I'll give him a moderate, and that's it.
Okay.
The 2 that slammed into me, like, is it like one from each side, or how did they hit me?
Yeah, basically from all directions on the forward axis, so 45, 45, and straight in.
I'm going to put a hand on either side of their heads and just light up.
Ah, go for it.
Or maybe not.
That's a nine.
Well, it's an 8 because I got the moderate.
Well, what's the condition though?
What was it? I was slammed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that does apply.
Yeah.
So choose your 2.
Uh,
In this case, we can say reduce the size of the.
the mama one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming take no harm.
Yeah.
And for you, you swung with the summoned axe, and then as you swung and hit several of them, they lunged in and grabbed for it. So now they think it's a physical axe that they're trying to wrestle from your hands.
I'm going to turn that into like a burst of energy, so
All
as they
right.
grab it, it explodes in their hands. 8.
Okay. Choose your 2.
Reduce the size of the mob and take no harm.
All right. Yeah, it blasts and they scatter to pieces. You were just frying Bizarrock, and he is he's still fairly fried. So now he's just frantically turning and looking with one beam going. The other 2 are destroyed. So there's one beam kind of arcing wildly towards the 2 of you. So defy danger.
I'm gonna grab him and throw him in the beat. No.
You shouldn't want to attack him. He's white.
7.
Okay, and how are you?
That should be part of my origin playbook then. A wake up call. And people suck.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, then yeah.
I got a 10.
All right, then yeah, it bounces off your hand and ricochets away harmlessly.
I got a 7, so I just dissipate.
Okay, then yeah, you dissipate and come back together as the beam goes past.
Can I try multiplying? It's in my borderlines, but it's like I've only done it like once. Try multiplying myself.
Oh yeah,
So.
go for it.
Now, am I adding anything to that, or is that just a straight?
What are you going to do with the multiples?
I want to try and have them, like, I'm going to just separate myself.
And like focus fire
Yeah.
type of thing? Okay, then yeah, give me a smash roll.
Son of a bitch. Nope. It's a 4.
The other versions are there, but by the time that you multiply yourself and lock in, he's actually shot skyward. So they fire where he was, not where he is.
Gotcha.
I thought you were gonna have him show up black.
There's a black one, there's a Mexican one,
He's
Asian one.
Yeah, there's an Asian
there's an
one.
American one. No!
What up, honky?
One of them looks like Richie Pryor.
Yeah.
I
You think one's gay?
yeah, I guess technically it's not a racial thing, but most bigots are just not going to be cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what color they are.
Right.
Great, he's shooting skyward.
Mm-hmm.
Shazam.
All right. Would you roll?
He's going to take a moderate, and I'll get hurt somehow.
All right. He shoots skyward. You hit him with the bolt. He tumbles out of the air and collides into you. Take a minor condition. He's
We're tangled.
yeah.
Tangled.
You're tangled up now.
The last one that's on me, I'm going to heat up my hand and reach for his heart.
Aha.
Kalima.
Kalima.
Or not.
Oh, that's a 7, right?
Yeah, but I'm guessing I still have my one minor, or the minor.
But don't you have a +1 smash?
Oh yeah, so that's a 7.
Yeah. So it's a 7.
Sure.
All right. Pick your 2.
I'm gonna say, like, I don't think I get it all the way out,
Right.
but
You're-
my hand, like, I can feel his heart.
All right. You're in there pretty deep. Like you're right there.
And then I guess next turn I'll just set it on fire.
So that's a moderate condition, and you're taking some harm.
Yeah.
You could sing him some Neil Diamond.
So yeah, as the hand goes in, it reaches up and grabs your forearm, and you hear crunch as it starts to break. So take a moderate broken arm.
So the ones that have been beaten already, are they in pieces or are they like mostly intact?
Pieces. Yeah. And 'cause you guys have been doing some pretty explosive or damaging things to them.
How about any?
And actually, now that we think about it, your summoned axe was remarkably effective.
I was gonna do
Weak
something a lot
against
more
magic,
morbid.
aren't they?
Ah, son of a bitch. Of course they are, because Superman is.
And my magic weapons aren't here. Although my lightning's magic.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's really messing him up. So.
Yeah, it
I was
is.
gonna say a combination between that and the kryptonite, right?
I'm picturing a bizarre alternate version of the ending of Kingdom Come.
That's actually what I was picturing when I was standing there. Just bam, 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 bam.
Although how that scene ended playing out is actually remarkably cool.
Yes.
Hands that can fuse coal into diamonds,
Scratch around the
scratch
jaw.
around very human flesh. Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab the first one closest to me
Mm-hmm.
and siphon energy off of him and blast with my other hand.
Okay, cool.
7.
7. All right, yeah. Choose your 2.
Reduce the mob and take no harm.
All right, then yeah, you do that. You pull the energy out of one. He collapses. You fire it. As you're doing that, you fire into another one and blow a hole through him.
So,
Or actually, since it's reducing the size of the mob, several of them. You can just kind of do one of these.
yeah, that was what I was thinking.
And then actually we'll clear up the group that's on you.
So we're tangled.
Yes.
I want to throw him into the sky and light him up again, because lightning is actually way more common in between the clouds than it is hitting the ground.
Right.
So,
All
throw him
right.
up and
All right. Would you?
moderate, and he's gonna hurt me somehow.
Okay. So yeah, as you throw him skyward, he actually clips you with one of those beams, and the beam itself doesn't really hurt you, but it knocks you back into the ground. So just another minor.
Gotcha.
Can I try multiplying again?
All right. Well, you have the multiples.
Yeah, but
Because you don't need to roll to actually use the power.
yeah.
Those are very ethnic multiples.
Technically, I'm saving.
You crack ass bitch!
Donde está Bizarro?
If it's a smash, yeah. It's,
So does the Asian one talk and just like delayed
10.
translation?
10? Alright.
And let's see how many I actually separate into.
No, it's when it talks, its mouth doesn't make the
It's
same
it's
motion.
badly lip synced. That's what,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Separate
trying
into
to say.
just 3. So
Alright. Then,
myself and 2 others and just blast them.
The mouse are really
alright, then
matched up with
choose
the
your
speakers.
choose your 3.
We have to stop before the interview. Glory to the white race.
Oh,
Do
They're all different races, but they're all still white power.
do a moderate and then take no harm.
Okay. Yeah, you
So
you
terrible.
focus fire and really blast him with the kryptonite beams, and you see 3 very distinct burn marks, like in his torso and back. It's kind of difficult to tell, considering he normally flies kind of off kilter, but he's like listing in the air.
No, he's actually
He's
flying
just going
straight
right-
now.
Yeah, straight as an arrow.
Now that I have that whole kryptonite thing, it's almost like being who was it? Metallo.
Yes,
He had the
yeah.
whole kryptonite heart thing.
Was he listed in your? I forget if he
No,
was listed. It
He
was.
wasn't originally. No.
It was Ultron and Brainiac. Right?
Ultron, Brainiac, and Amazo. Yeah.
And Amazo. That's right. Amazo, not Metallo. That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, Metallo has the whole. He has the kryptonite heart. And the kryptonite
Yeah.
beam.
Mm-hmm. So, after seeing the 3 of you, he is going to charge at you because you hit him with the kryptonite. And then what do you guys?
I'm gonna set this guy's heart on fire.
All right.
Probably. But I'll take some harm.
Yeah.
So actually it'll only be a minor, because I can only pick one. Because 7 to 9 is pick one, right? Or 2. I got the
2,
sheet right
2.
here. Why am I asking?
2.
So I'll
It's 1
still-
per level, so
I'll
it's
still do a moderate and still take harm.
okay. You reach deeper, and you continue burning. And it still has you by the arm, and then it does this and pushes you away. So it knocks you back into the ground and take a minor. And that you are knocked down. And Bizarrock is heading for, well, one of you at the moment.
Okay. Technically, those 3 are actually. They're not like just images. They're actually part of me.
Mhm.
So it would actually harm me. That's the only downside to it. Is it being a hive mind? It's all still. I still can feel the pain regardless. So.
He's getting T-boned again.
Okay.
He'll take the
All right.
Well, you could solve that problem easily.
All right. Well,
Just assimilate.
Yeah.
you
would
do
miss.
so. He comes charging in, and you go fist first and bury 2 fists into his chest through the 2 burn marks that were weakened by the kryptonite, and slam him into the ground, and he's no longer moving. You see that last little light blink out.
Okay.
So yes, you've been pushed away now, but it has a big seared, like you can see the molten metal and everything around the exposed heart.
I will try to do another plasma blast at him. Actually, I will fly up and right myself so I'm not knocked down anymore. Another 7. Yay!
All right.
I'm gonna try to hit him in the eyes and just blind him for a second, and I'll take no harm doing that.
Okay. Then yeah, there's a big flash, and you see the
Well, these ones can talk still.
yes.
And then, oh, I should shoot an energy beam at you. just to get you topped off.
So yeah, so the only ones that are left are there are a few on him.
Mm-hmm.
that you see, and there are a couple others that are beginning to close in on you. So I'll say there's 3 left.
Okay. I will try to like circle around to bring them into like his line of sight if he can't like.
Yeah,
I can't shake him.
I'm on my way back to you.
All right. So yeah, we'll call that maneuver then.
That's an 8. So I guess I do that. Well, what would that be? That's just a straight maneuver roll, or?
Yeah, I would say just a straight
Alright.
maneuver roll.
So yeah, I guess I just keep dodging them and try to fly back around to pick up some help. Like this.
Right, you're gonna be in a sling a while.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you see him bringing Graham your way.
As they're coming into range, make another axe and just keep charging at the first one and swing at his head.
Just watching.
He's on top of a building, just watching you guys
Got
work.
some popcorn.
All right. Yes. Choose your 2.
I'll give him a moderate.
Okay. You actually take him apart with that swing. Coming up and in and tearing through his torso, he crashes into a building. The other 2 begin closing the distance.
I will turn and fire on the one. If there's one leading.
Yeah, there's one that's.
I would really like to roll. Well, it's a 6 anyway, but I would really like to roll higher than the 7 again at some point this game.
I'm heading back to New York.
Okay.
Oh, it's Bizarre Deadman?
Oh yeah.
I tell one of them to help the other one breathe. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So yeah, he reaches out and for the other one's throat, and they kind of ricochet off some buildings, and some of the debris from the buildings as it heads your way pins you down. So take a minor condition that you're trapped into the debris.
Crap.
So yeah, he's trying to pry the other one off of him and still reaching for you as well.
Just gonna burn him.
Sometimes the most direct method.
Or not! I quit. I set myself on fire.
So
Yeah, you fire and miss, and he reaches up and grabs a hold of your foot and begins dragging you towards the ground.
So with the 2
So I'm
of them,
restrained.
Yes,
the two
minor.
with the 2 of them lined up, I'm gonna make a energy spear and just shove it through both their heads if they're both lined up.
Okay, go for it. You can. They're kind of like this, so you can actually go through the head of one and into the side of the other.
I don't. Just stab Cinder.
So yeah, as you try to spear it, but they're of course they have hold of him. They're wrestling with each other, and they spin and kind of dip a little bit and clip you, and just take a minor, and you're knocked down, and you miss the spear. Jack, get out of there.
Hey, what? He's like, I didn't do nothing. I was set up.
Alright, so these guys are not as big as Bizarre Lock?
No.
How many are there?
There's 2 left at this point. And you can see one has a hold of the other by the throat, and the other has a hold of his foot, and they're all kind of flying through the buildings.
I'm gonna kill them with Bizarre Lock's jaw.
Okay.
How ironic.
Yeah. Who knew that there was a little bit of Deadpool in him, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Man, Bizarro Deadpool? How horrible would that be?
Oh god, because he'd never
would
stop
be-
talking.
He'd never shut up and he'd be all complimenting you the whole time
Right.
in this
He'd be-
weird way.
He'd be the opposite though. Then.
You
Wouldn't
have
he?
He wouldn't
gigantic
talk at all.
penis.
No, if he's the opposite, he wouldn't talk at all.
So he'd be like the
Oh, God.
Deadpool from,
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
you know, I never saw it. I just heard it was so bad that I never bothered.
Good
I
call.
did.
I was gonna
I
go
saw
if he
it.
just wears a suit all day and just says coherent things.
So then technically he would be naked and then he would never say because he's covered head to toe.
Yeah, I fail.
All right.
And he'd be a terrible shot.
Were you trying to hit them with it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you swim, and once again they veer out of the way, and you and your zeal to hit them with the jawbone go crashing into a building across the street.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to keep firing at these two jokes. Oh, hey, there we go. So, I will give another moderate to the one I've been firing at, the one that's getting its throat ripped out. And I guess I'm still restrained unless he does something else.
Well, you that's enough to kind of blast him apart because you hit the spot that you burned through the chest, and it tears apart. The hand releases, and the two of them go tumbling to the ground. The other one is still holding onto the neck, and looks up and begins flying after you again, but still holding on to the other.
13, lightning. I want to just hit the crap out of both of them. Just
Oh yeah, so as they're flying up towards you, boom! And
Ow.
What is the rest of the situation?
I think we're good.
I don't think we're good, but we took care of these for now. We probably want to destroy that tower and get the hell out of here.
There were impacts.
The missiles that I was only able to reroute a few to intercept other missiles.
Is there radiation coming?
I think so.
This radiation was. I was able to siphon some of the more localized, but
We need to relocate people to shelters. If your country anything like mine, anything built during Cold War probably has nuclear fallout shelter in the basement. People need to be relocated there, and we need to make sure that they are given food and water enough to pass by the most exposure.
I know nothing of this city.
Da, Fisk. He here, da?
He ran off, yeah.
Assuming he's still alive.
He might be somewhere in the city, I don't know where though.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't get crushed by rubble.
Where are they?
He has network. Probably best chance.
Don't you have a network in
I do, but it's more Englandy.
English?
Englandish. We were back.
London far away.
Yeah.
We need to find Fisk. He get people safety. We make him get people safety.
Can you get into the camera network?
Is there one still up? I can
I
try.
mean, nukes hit. Shouldn't EMPs have been going off too?
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
kind of cookie.
probably.
Depends on how dark Dan wants to run it. In the meantime, we can start redirecting people ourselves. But he's the one with the infrastructure, the people infrastructure. I have a move that lets me unite people, so I can start playing traffic guard and stuff and start getting people into shelters, but we still need to find Fisk.
What's that, the adapt to a changing world thing?
Yep.
The same thing.
No, it's my alien heritage.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
We should probably start drilling.
Yeah, it's 5:50. It's like 5:12.
Yeah.
It's supposed to pour today.
Tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it was always tomorrow.
It's supposed to pour tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the remnants of whatever hurricane just hit Florida.
Oh, awesome.
It's coming
What
out.
are you drawing? Out of idle
I'm flying
curiosity.
tomorrow.
I think I'm building at home.
Actually, we're flying south. We're probably going to hit all kinds of crap.
For the flight sim.
Yeah, I see the rudder pedals.
Yeah, I have all the stuff. I just it doesn't all fit on my desk at the same time.
Here I am.
All right. So what did you guys decide on from here?
We're gonna try to locate Fisk and use his network to try to.
Ferry
Get
people to the appropriate shelters, yeah.
All right. Then someone give me a investigate roll to
I'm actually gonna
track down his whereabouts. Or
use the benefactor involving my agency. I can find an item, person, location, or info. I'm gonna try to find Fisk that way.
okay, go for it. Yes, I hear you.
But
You're calling London to find someone in New York.
well,
I know it's comic book. It's comic book. It's just.
He's like the shadow broker.
Yeah.
These people-
Right.
what was I gonna say? Investigate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's 7. I wrote something down, but I can't read it. We'll find out what that means.
Oh, sweet.
It's an origin, right?
He is en route to Philadelphia, but radio silent.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to use 2-hold to unite people in a common cause of calmly seeking out shelters and relocating there until an all clear is given.
Okay.
Hover up above the city, get everyone's attention, start directing.
Directing everyone where to go. And
Yeah. For your safety, look for fallout shelter sign. Do not pack in. You will need to stay there until all clear.
That's yours.
Please be orderly.
This is yours. All right. So yeah, you organize the fallout shelter. Come on, Jack. And you think you can pinpoint a location where you'll be able to meet up with Fisk as well?
Oh, I definitely have people stopping him en route to Philadelphia. There's a. Give me a second.
Does it turn out the driver works for you or something like that?
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I picture your network working, is like they're in everywhere.
Yeah, they're supposed. That was my hope. But yeah, so I call up a handler, and they figure out. Yeah, I like that. The driver who is helping him escape just locks the doors, puts because of course it's bulletproof and safe. Puts it up between him and the passenger section.
Right.
He just pulls off to the side of the road for us.
Yeah, Tony here. What can I do for you?
No! Tony's gonna get a whisper to drown tonight.
Wow, you just jealous because I'm a better driver than you.
Are you jealous because I'm better at finding people than you?
I'm better at being a henchman than you too. I work for you better than you do.
You're right back.
So now that we're all sort of going there, I was like, the hat, you can take it out like he did, has a little earpiece, like
Like a radio?
the radio, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that you're 80s and not like ancient.
There were a
That's it.
radio in World War II also.
Yeah, I mean ancient, but I'm thinking
Ancient.
like the
You're
Zeus
thinking
and all
him
that.
ancient.
We can all talk to each other as long as people are using it. He's using it. I'm using it.
I was calling for help while evacuating people. There was no answer.
We can talk to him. He said it's stupid,
I see.
but as a
Do you
team,
have the one that you're gonna give to me?
Yeah, it doesn't actually have a swastika.
Oh, it's just
I grab it and I assimilate it.
Yeah.
It's a swastika.
But it did say, "Love from Mr. Wardor," and it just got shredded. Okay.
How perfectly emblematic. I'm actually gonna wear the hat. I like the hat. Besides, it's gonna be cold now that we set off nuclear
And
winter.
it's not like cheap. It's not a cheap hat. It's
Fuck this planet up
like
so bad.
if you ever we go to my thing, it's probably authentic. Like
It's authentic fur.
it's a very nice hat. Just gonna do something. I can't
Oh, would you like me to fire up the grill since we just did a?
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
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 Because that'll take a little bit of time to warm up. And
Yeah.
but yeah, so I then explained to Manic